All right, hey, what's going on, Freedom Merce? Okay, so I wrote down in my notes success and um, winning and losing is a mental program. Now they both have standards and they both have requirements, but when we come to the mental game, I've just come to realize like it's all up here. Like how I got this room is all up here. And I'm sitting with myself like this is the greatest battle I ever have to fight because because this is the epitome of everything that I've ever almost brings tears to my eyes that I've ever said that I wanted, right? And I'm not financially free yet, but I have enough liberation um that my lifestyle can afford me. And just like that painting over there with the bubble, if you can see it, that painting over there with the bubble, it's like that's kind of what I'm in, like a bubble to really retrain my mind. And now I gotta train my mind higher because so I can rule these circumstances and I can rule these um these circumstances and I can do better, right? And for instance, I have a mentor wanted to call me like she gotta talk, and I'm not gonna call her until I have results for her to see. And what that means um is I'm gonna recondition our relationship because I've been slacking in many regards and I don't like it. Um and I only want to speak to her when I have something to show her. I don't want to speak to her when I'm not doing shit because I think she's a real gem and I don't want to fuck that up because I'm not producing shit. You know, I think she can really help me and I don't want to fuck that up because I was being lazy or scared. And and I'm in a battle to like go forward and go back. And too much of my habits push me backwards. And I'm realizing I'm my greatest enemy. Too much of my habits are producing failure. And I need to do better. And I want to encourage you to understand that success is a mental mind state. And you know, a lot of people don't break down mentality. Like, mentality is what you say, mentality is what you do, mentality is how you feel about it. And yeah, what you say, act, and feel. That's what forms your mentality or your or your personality. And because your mentality is wrapped around how you feel. Because if you feel greater than how you think, depending on your mental strength, you can derail. And here's something that I think now to myself. If your parents did not raise you with a lot of positive reinforcement, you gotta go heavy on reinforcement, or whoever raised you, because you will most likely engage, especially if they gave you a lot of negative reinforcement, you will most likely engage in a lot of self-sabotage, because you are conditioned for negativity and failure. You are conditioned for self-sabotage. And if you don't take control of what you attract, you will only or like, let me put it like this. Your plane has been put on autopilot for that negative programming. So until you change your self-image and the mental programming that is in your plane, you won't go higher. Um, and I had to learn that, because at 25, I'm thankful I'm alone enough and that's why I wanted to be alone, because I needed to get aware of what's going on up here. And I know if I was in New York with my parents, I wouldn't be aware of what's going on up here, because I know a lot of what's going on up here I didn't put there. You know what I'm saying? And because I didn't put it there, um, I have to take control of what's been put on autopilot. And I have to steer it another direction. And and the direction is up right now. And you have to be blunt enough to say your parents conditioned you for failure. So if your parents conditioned you for failure, you have to be honest enough to say, hey, what can I do to change that? If your parents did not program you for financial success, most likely they programmed you for the opposite, financial failure. So you literally, for a good amount of us, just have to go in the opposite direction. And if they're not about the opposite direction, you have to lead them behind. And that what I say by that is, like, there was this guy that I posted, that posted, some of you are your parents' only way to live their dreams. Stop playing around. And I don't believe in none of that shit. If you wasted your fucking time not living your dreams, that's not my fault. That's your fault. I'm not helping you live out your dream and all that bullshit. I'm not doing that. Hell no. Get your shit together. Unless, now, this will be true, as I say it out loud, this will be true if you are successful because your parents invested in you. But if you are not successful because your parents invested in you, fuck them. They can figure it out. You can give them opportunity if you want to, or maybe you can hire them. But if they are not responsible, fuck them. For real. They are fucking adults. If they wasted their life, let them be regular. Let them go on the plan, but on their plan or whatever the fuck they want to go on. They have the same mind. They worship the same God. They have the same ability. So I believe that you should help out if you can, if you want to, but I don't believe you need to go out your way to help them live their dreams. Fuck that bullshit. You had enough time on this motherfucking planet. That is not none of my business. That will set you up for failure real quick, because you helping somebody do something that they should have did on their own, right? But that's a little. I digress. But I feel that um, I feel that I really have to program myself for winning. Because for me to elevate higher than here, all up here. For real. First. And that's just would be the law of mentalism. Because it would state that all is mine, but I would add, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this: you only get what you program your mind to have. You only get what you program your mind, and I program my mind to have this, and that's why I have it.